Hey, hi there, I'm Alphonse, and I've been doing technical bullshit for like 18 minutes. Because for some reason OBS keeps desyncing the microphone and the camera, and I don't know how to fix it, and I don't care. I just want to play the game, so that's what I'm going to do. If the game lets me play it. Come on, go to the main menu. Wait. The tearing was on these cutscenes, so... Is it looking okay? It is looking okay. Okay, whatever. Welcome to Ace Combat 4, the first Ace Combat game on the PS2, and the second Ace Combat on the canon timeline. Some of the Ace Combat fans will tell you that the second game on the timeline is actually Ace Combat 2, or the remake of Ace Combat 2 that was made for the 3DS, Ace Combat Assault Horizon Legacy. I don't know why they called it that, because it doesn't have anything to do with Assault Horizon. But it doesn't appear on Aces at War, and Aces at War has a timeline. So for me, it's not really canon, and I don't want to emulate Ace Combat 2 anyway. So better for me to think that it's not canon. Let's play on hard because I am a masochist.
I was just a child when the stars fell from the skies, but I remember how they built a cannon to destroy them, and in turn how that cannon brought war upon us. War was an abstract idea, nothing more than a show on TV. As a child, I only saw it as something that happened in some faraway land.
Yeah, like Belka.
Until that final day of summer. One day while on my way to school, I looked up in the skies. A sound like distant thunder. In the blue skies far above me, contrails drew dizzying circles around in a crazy waltz. A battle in the beautiful skies far away. I could not tear my gaze away from them. A deafening roar. As if to graze the hills and streak past me.
I think the game's a tad bit too loud.
Turn as they climbed swiftly into the sky. One fleeing plane fell out of the skies, spiraling and spewing orange flames to crash by the cape. The same cape where my family lived. Now they only live in my memories of days past. The victor circled around to confirm the kill. And on his craft, there was a large number 13 emblazoned in yellow.
And there it began, the legend of Yellow 13.
The Allies retreated across the ocean before the onslaught of the enemy.
One of the most hated enemies in the world of Ace Combat, and one of the most loved enemies for the fans of Ace Combat. What a mess of cables. That's another thing I want to get rid of. As soon as I can, I would love to have a capture device that doesn't have delay. Because capture device without delay means that I don't have to wear two fucking pairs of headsets.
Weapon of mass destruction was originally built to shoot down asteroids. Upon discovering its potential as an anti-aircraft weapon, the Erusians ruled the skies over the mainland. The ISAF's attempts to destroy Stonehenge through airstrikes failed. As a result, strategic positions on the mainland were lost. This in turn forced ISAF to evacuate from the east coast to North Point. ISAF GHQ is regrouping its remaining combat forces at North Point. However, the Erusians control most parts of the mainland, and they have forward deployed bombers to Wrigley Air Base,
Oh, Wrigley Air
ISAF
Base.
facility. This bomber force will attempt to deal a lethal blow to the ISAF at North Point from this strategic position.
Usia continent, North Point, whatever, September 19th. No. 19th? No. Yeah, 19th.
Here is the current SITREP and your orders for deployment, effective immediately.
There was something on 19th that wasn't working for me.
Morning radar network, allowing several bear bombers to penetrate our airspace. In 15 minutes, we expect this bomber formation to strike Alley Ford Air Base and then move on.
Wow, destroy the bombers. When has an Ace Combat started like this?
Are extremely weak at this point in time.
It never happens.
Our GHQ is a sitting duck. It is mission critical.
I love Ace Combat 6 because if I remember correctly, Ace Combat 6 just throws you into a war on the first mission. It's not destroy the bombers.
The fate of ISAF lies in your hands.
Well, you have to destroy bombers, but it's not as simple as that. They try to make a twist on the first mission tradition that that they had. Okay, I shouldn't have any of the planes, only the main one. Yeah, because I'm playing on a new game. I will have new game pluses and other things. Like, for example, 100% runs when I can. Right now I just want to play the campaign. I remember watching this cutscene as a kid, and this is the cutscene that made me love this franchise, because I played the PS1 Ace Combats, but they were never for me. But Ace Combat 4 was the one that made me love the franchise.
AWACS here, call sign Sky Eye. Do you
Select.
read?
No, select no.
Your call
Where?
sign is Mobius 1. We'll refer to you by this name.
Oh, the D-pad.
You're now under my command. 6 bombers on vector 360 confirmed.
I
Continue
forgot that the D-pad on this game is just for autopilot and camera change.
Mobius 1, engage.
Mobius 1 engaging.
Right, we'll take them on. Strange to see fighters out this far.
Another thing I don't understand is how precise it was the enemy change on Ace Combat 4 and how bad it became on the games after Ace Combat 4. Let's be honest, Ace Combat 4 is one of the games that I've loved the most throughout my gaming life, and the enemy change is super precise, but then you play Ace Combat 5 or Ace Combat 0 and the enemy change is just infuriating. It's not good at all. But in this one, it cycles through all the enemies that are on the radar. I don't understand how they broke it so much on the Ace Combats after those two.
Bandit at 12 o'clock. Target is bombing the city.
Target is not bombing the city. Not yet.
It may be too late for Alex. Locked on. Everyone abandon the bomb. 3 targets remaining.
I'm
Bandits in
aware
gun
of
range.
that.
Mobius 1 currently over city airspace.
Come on, destroy the bomber. Is it counting as a hit? It's not giving me the hit signal, so I don't know if it is counting or not. Also, the captions on... I need to check something, but I don't know if I can check it here. Oh fuck, I pressed replay. Ah, stop it. There is a way to see if your speed is in knots or if it is in kilometers.
Bandit at 11 o'clock.
And I prefer it on knots, to be honest. I'm more used to it. There you are. I was way too used to the mobility of the Terminator, and using the Phantom now is... it hurts. Going from a really good plane to a really basic one, that's... oh god.
X-1, Allen Fort Air Base is on the nose.
God, it doesn't turn. It doesn't turn. I love this plane because the design is amazing, but oh, it doesn't turn. The turning and the jawing on this plane sucks.
One, Fox 2. Bandit closing at 6.
Aware of it. Also, there are no neutralized enemies in this game. Every enemy you see on radar is an enemy. Also, we don't have ace styles. It's just enemies and you destroy them.
Fox 2.
Radio failure. No, I didn't get him. Missed. Missed again. Come on, MiG-21, stop flying slow, you fucker. There? Now. God. Oh, this game sometimes. Then again, where's Ace Combat on PS2? There is a game-breaking bug. There is a mission-breaking bug on one of the later missions in the game. Is one of the final missions in the game. The Siege of Parbantia, if I remember correctly, where you can break the spawn of some enemies and they will spawn out of the map area, which means that you cannot kill them. And there is no physical way for you to kill them because they are out of the range of the long-range weapons. So, yeah, drop bombers over civilian areas. That's a great idea. Drop the bomber with all the bombs over a civilian area. This is fucking wonderful, Mobius.
Thanks to your efforts, the enemy bomber strike was averted. However, our victory will be meaningless should you fail the next mission.
Is that all you have to say? Nice try. Nice.
The war seemed to unfold in the blink of an eye. I don't remember exactly when the forces from the west occupied my town. I was too busy scanning the skies day after day, waiting for Yellow 13 to reappear. Before I knew it, everything changed. The language they taught us at school. Our friendly local sheriff disappeared and was replaced by foreign MPs. In the beginning, some people secretly tuned into broadcasts from North Point on their parabolic antennas.
Not from North Point.
But as time passed, the broadcast no longer came in.
Oh.
Maybe the satellites were destroyed. All non-military computer networks were shut down. Gasoline was rationed to civilians.
It's really weird to think that they had computer networks.
We were reduced to using
because all the
radio
images that you see make you think of 1950s
I moved in with my
or
uncle
so.
in town.
But yeah, of course they had computers. It's just that the town looks old and most of the new technologies were fucked. So
I earned my keep by playing the harmonica in the town bar. The one thing I was good at.
This game is the game that made me love harmonica and made me want to play harmonica.
I played for sullen occupation soldiers in exchange for their charity and loose change, and used the money to support my uncle and myself. My uncle trash-talked the barkeep who catered to the enemy soldiers, but he never refused the money I brought home. As for myself, I had a crush on the barkeep's only daughter, who was a little older than me. Another day passed, yet still no sign of the fighter plane Yellow 13 in the skies above our town.
Okay, next. Imminent threat. 5th of October 2004. So we've gone from the 90s? 95, I think it was Ace Combat Zero, to
The
2004.
Wrigley Air Base is located in close proximity to our front lines, making it the proverbial knife at our throat. A large Illusion bomber contingent was deployed to Wrigley. Their intentions are clear. A full-scale strike on our forces at North Point is imminent. Your mission is to catch these bombers on the ground and destroy them. We intend to turn the parking ramp at Wrigley into a junkyard.
I think... what is the only plane I can buy? I can buy a plane, but I don't know which one. Another thing, and it's probably the PAL version, don't ask me why, but the PAL version of this game is super responsive, the menus are super responsive, the target change is super responsive, but for some reason Ace Combat 5 and Ace Combat 0 have a super delay on the menus. When you press a button on the menus, it takes like a second for you to go to the next thing, and it sucks. In some things, Ace Combat 5 was so much better than the Ace Combats that came after it. Ace Combat 5, Ace Combat 4. And yeah, I don't want to buy a new plane because the F5 is pretty much the same as the Phantom. It's more nimble, but it's wasting money that I could be saving for a better plane. Destroy all the targets. Okay.
30 miles to Wrigley
What the
Air Base.
fuck happened to the
Power lines
camera?
navigate north. The bombers
Okay,
should be close
fixed.
together on the ground. Take them all out.
Yep, the camera is... I have to reopen the mission because the camera is doing crazy things again.
30 miles to Wrigley Air Base.
This is a small bug that there is... that it is a PS2 game, so there were no patches and things like that. But they were more
Check 6 while fighting.
complete, to call them something. They were less buggy than most of the games that we have nowadays. But the problem is that sometimes you encounter a bug and there is no way to fix it like the camera bug. No, don't ask me why, but the camera gets crazy.
One passing over.
And it's not the controller, it's the game.
Wrigley AB. Scramble at once. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Intercept immediately.
This straight.
This is Wrigley Air Base. You're cleared to take off runway 5. Take off as soon as you enter the runway.
Mobius 1, engage.
Viper 9, engage.
And gun. Let's follow the power lines, they said. It will be easy, they said. It is never easy.
Watch those AA guns.
Don't you tell me.
We've got company.
Do we? Oh, yeah, we've got gun.
To a safe area.
Let's do a bombing run
Hard enemy radar
and
spike.
go for the planes.
Move the bombers.
Did I destroy one of the Yes, I did. It's only that the bombs take forever to fall.
Currently engaging the enemy.
Okay, so the UGV destroyed some of the targets, as intended.
Get all operational aircraft airborne immediately.
Someone is working on me.
Enemies in the skies.
Yeah, like I'm going to let you take off.
Target destroyed by Mobius 1. This is Wrigley. We've taken serious damage from enemy attacks. Damn it, I'm here.
Also, that's one of the staples on the lock-on of Ace Combat, is that most of the time, if you get too far away from the enemy, it will automatically lock on an enemy that is closer to you, and it sucks.
Fox 2. Enemy facility.
Because maybe you're trying to focus on a target, but you have to get away from said target to do something, and it will take the lock-on away. Ouch. Don't you fucking tell me, I didn't notice that.
Damn it, he got away.
And bombs.
AA guns destroyed.
Out of special weapons.
All right, Mobius 1.
Get that target.
Locked on.
He's
Fox
not
2,
going to
Fox
come
2.
through.
Missed.
I know. That's my prey, don't you dare destroy it.
Mobius 1, shot one down. AA guns destroyed.
I don't have special weapons. Why am I trying to equip the special weapons? I don't have them. Okay, fly slow, but not enough to stall.
Fox 2.
And destroy! Mission complete. Woo! Close.
This is Wrigley. Our bombers are decimated. Repeat, all our bombers are destroyed.
Sky Eye, this is Fighter Squadron. Mission complete. We're coming home.
Are we coming home?
The attack was a success. A significant number of enemy bombers were eliminated, and a full-scale airstrike on North Point was averted.
Another S-rank. I wasn't expecting to get an S-rank.
One night, a spirited group made their way to the bar, chased out the sullen army grunts, and commandeered the place. Even I knew who they were. The patch on their sleeve was the mark of the proud Air Force. A loud-mouthed, middle-aged man went around, announcing each pilot's results for the day and his running kill record. For those who exceeded 5 kills, a thorough toasting and soaking followed. I believe it was their custom to call a pilot an ace once he shot down 5 planes.
Then I am an ace already. I've shot down like
After completing the day's review,
20 fucking
the
planes
same
so
guy,
far.
the squadron adjutant went on to announce, and now, for our leader's results. Everyone turned around to look at the quiet man who sat alone, strumming a guitar. I found myself drawn to the music from his guitar.
He's so
Our Yellow
intense.
13
He's
bagged
playing
3
on
more
guitar.
today, bringing his new tally up to 64 kills.
Also, do not take Ace Combat 4 as fully
With a tentative smile,
canon, because
the man
there are
with the guitar
some
turned to me and
things
asked me to accompany
that
him
were
on my
retcon after Ace Combat 4 to fix,
I brought it up to my
be
lips
part
and
of the
I started
canon.
a new song.
There were some plot holes that were retcon, so Ace Combat 4 is pseudo-canon. It's canon, but there are a couple of retcons.
I had finally found him. But by some fluke, it was my father's favorite song. The one he used to play at the end of each day.
If I get an harmonica, I have to learn this song. It's funny how I learned how to play the harmonica, but I never learned this song, which is precisely the game that made me love harmonicas and made me want to play one and they never learned the song that it's played on a harmonica on that game.
Port of St. Arc. However, the radar facilities atop Mount Chesna provide tactical support to the enemy. As a result, our evac mission is in jeopardy. If our troops can successfully evacuate and regroup at North Point, they will become a formidable force in future battles. Your mission is to destroy the radar facilities on Mount Chesna, thereby blinding the enemy and hiding our troop movements.
Okay. Start mission. Let's get right into it. Still cannot buy any new planes. Oh god, not again. Oh, what is wrong with the camera?
New enemy formation detected. It's a flight of F-117 stealth fighters.
Use Vector 1.
Thank you for the host, Yuse.
After destroying the target. Remember, a safe return completes the mission. Clear to engage. Mobius 1, engage.
Oh look, it's an F4, just like me.
This is Chesna
Do,
Radar
do,
1.
do, 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 do. Oh, one connected, but the other one didn't.
Copy that.
This mission is easy because it's pretty much go to the mountains and destroy the raiders.
Engage hostile aircraft.
Even though I'm playing on hard, it's not one of the hardest missions on this game. So you can see the difficulty difference between Ace Combat 4 and Ace Combat 0 on the starting missions on hard. On Ace Combat 0 they were absurdly difficult, and on Ace Combat 4 it's like, it's hard but it's doable.
Box 2.
You notice the difficulty way more on the final missions of this game. And since you have a better plane too, you don't really notice the difficulty.
Don't be predictable at heading your altitude when they close in. Keep your eyes on the radar.
Radar base 1. Red Vector 310. 4 miles.
Get the target that is down there. Oh fuck. This plane sucks us. Turning.
Target is neutralized.
Target is neutralized, but not thanks to the plane. Oh, actually thanks to the plane. It's just that I'm complaining because I'm going from a really good plane to a shitty plane again. Radio failure. Oh fuck, the camera is not helping.
Target is neutralized.
Pickle, pickle.
Good job, Mobius 1.
Is it? Is it a good job? Stop turning, you bastard. Ooh, an F-16. Where are you going? Can I get you? No, I wouldn't have been able to shoot that plane down because he was turning towards me. But now I can get you.
Box 2.
Got one. Max power.
12 o'clock. Mobius 1, passing over Krasinski crater.
Okay, your friend is dead and you are about to be. So if you can stop the loopity loops, that would be fucking amazing. I'm stalling, you fucking bastard. There you are. Is that missile from one of my allies?
Don't let the enemies move you.
Oh, there are no enemies on radar, so it should be from one of the allies, probably.
Don't forget wingman consideration during combat.
Your worst enemy is the ground. Be careful not to get shot down.
The worst enemy is the ground. No, it's probably the people shooting at us, but yeah.
Bombs away.
The worst enemy is the ground.
Mobius 1 destroyed the target.
Mobius 1 destroyed all the targets.
Neutralized. All right, Mobius 1.
Ooh, mission updates.
Fighter squadron here. Mission accomplished.
Sky Eye here. Radar facilities confirmed destroyed. All aircraft take vector 180 south.
Oh, I have an A rank. Yeah. On this game you can see it on the
Mobius 1,
upper
you're
left
heading the
corner.
wrong way. Vector 180 south immediately. Use the return line on the map to exit combat area and return to base.
Should have probably destroyed more non-essential targets.
Fly in the right direction and you'll see a white dotted line across your flight path.
Go down to
Those
the
of you
nearest
who
speed.
need to resupply or refuel during missions, should
Ah,
cross this
there we
line
go.
to exit the combat
Max
area
speed.
and return to base or carrier.
This is as fast as this plane is going to go. It's not going to go any faster. So how's the day going? How's the Thursday going? I think it's Thursday. Yeah. Should probably stop checking Twitter when I'm
Approaching
flying.
return line. Follow the controller's orders for landing.
There. Wait, I have to land on a carrier? Please don't, please don't. I hate landing on carriers.
Mobius 1, perform landing check.
Yep, I have to land on a carrier. That's just fucking amazing.
One mile to touchdown. You're on the money.
Am I? I think I'm going to crash it, but... If you say so, please, please, please don't... Yes. God, I hate
Nice
carriers
done,
so
Mobius
much.
1. Go and prepare for your next sword.
I hate carriers. I hate carriers with a passion. Also,
With
isn't
their radar
F4 actually
malfunction,
able to land
the
on a
enemy's
carrier?
command and control is degraded. The evac and regrouping efforts are proceeding as scheduled.
A rank? Yeah, we already knew that. Next. Do 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 do.
We've discovered the Erusians are transporting a large quantity of strategic supplies and rapid deployment troops into
Been playing for half an hour already. Wow.
Comberth appears to be the staging area for an attack on North Point. The Aegir fleet stationed here seems to be the centerpiece of this strike. If the Erusians complete their troop preparations and the Aegir fleet sets sail, this will bring about our defeat in this war. Your mission is to intercept and shoot down the enemy transport planes in and around Comberth Harbor. Let's show them how vulnerable they are.
Wait, there is a Bandai event tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow 19, 21 and 24. Do I want to watch it? Ace Combat is Bandai Namco, but the rest of Bandai Namco I don't really care a lot about it. I used to care about Soul Calibur a lot, but lately... But there might be something from Ace Combat. Especially given that it's the 25th anniversary. Oh, there's a new plane I can buy now. What can I buy? Oh, the F-16. Do I want to buy it? The F-16 is really good on air-to-air combats. Yeah, why not? What about the special weapons? Napalm? No. What about you? XAGM. So not an air-to-air weapon, but a better air-to-ground weapon. Good enough for me. There. Destroy all the indicated targets.
Mobius 1, Sky Eye here.
Oh, this is an air-to-air mission.
Destroy the E-767s hidden nearby to clear the jamming from our radar.
Is it?
Good luck.
Yeah, it is an air-to-air mission. So destroy the jammers.
Turn hard right. Engage. Rapier 12. Tail 10, engage.
Mobius 1, engage.
Jamming's getting stronger. We stop them here.
11 o'clock.
This is different. The F4 was
Locked on.
way too stiff. On turning and jawing, this one is more nimble,
Maintain formation.
which is good.
The radar's clear. The radar's still jammed.
Is
There must be
not,
another
well,
active
it will
electronic
not be
jammer.
jammed for too long.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Destroy it. You don't have any jammers anymore, so don't be a whip.
All aircraft, check radar. It should be clear and functioning now.
Radar's clear of jamming and back online.
Should stop singing the soundtrack of the game because it's probably not synced. Stop running away. Oh my god, it is more nimble, but for the machine gun it's a pain in the ass. Now I remember that I didn't use the machine gun at all on this game because of how
Missed.
fucking difficult it was. One down, one to go.
Fox 2.
Okay. You dodged
Shot
that?
trashed.
You fucking bastard.
Locked on.
Oh, this one is getting you. It's not. Interesting. I'm here wasting time with two fighters instead of going after the targets. What a shame. What a shame. That one is done. Two more escorts. Oh, I'm stalling. The stalling speed of this plane is way faster than the F4. The F4 was able to fly at lower speeds, but this one, as soon as you reach 400 knots, the plane starts stalling. Stop dodging everything.
Hard enemy radar spike. Fox 2, Fox 2.
Come on. A Mirage, it had to be a fucking Mirage. Use. You're mine. Is it? No, it's not.
Missed.
I'm aware of that. Of course, I'm also aware of how the plane is stalling hard. Those two are not contacted. There.
You're in gun range. Radar lock.
Whew.
Mobius 1 destroyed the target.
Hurry up. I'm getting nailed here. Right behind you. Heads up. Whee!
Connecting? Connecting.
Mobius 1 shot one down.
Damn it, he's engaging me. Attack! Attack!
Those two are gone. So let's go for the main targets. We will have time to get some coffee. Climb. Slow down and turn. Shit. I kinda overshot it. Boom. S-rank.
Good job, Mobius 1.
Good job. You shot down the enemy transport
Oh,
without
thank
any
you.
radar.
And? Is the mission over? Can we go back? Thank you.
The mission was a success. This Erusian corridor has been effectively shut down.
S-rank. Thank you. Thanks. Lifeline, lifeline, lifeline. Is lifeline the one where you have to destroy the... Yeah... The oil stations, I
Completely
think.
dependent on a single petrochemical complex.
Yep, petrochemical. Yes. There it
The
is.
complex consists of a land
Holy fuck, my brain is not working properly today.
and an offshore oil drilling platform. Your mission is to go out
Having a
and
lot of
destroy
trouble
or
speaking.
at least
I had a
get
really bad migraine last night,
Our objective
and
is
it
to
seems
reduce
that it's
production
still there,
output
but
of
it's
the complex
not
to 20% or
as
less.
much pain as it is
By
fog.
cutting off the port's fuel supply, we will delay and disrupt the combat deployment of the Aegir fleet.
Sometimes the fog is even worse because it keeps you from focusing, but it doesn't hurt. Okay, so this is get as many points as you can before the time runs out. So we want a plane with multiple air-to-ground weapons, so I think the F-16 is a good choice. Because with the F-4 we can deal more damage, but the F-16 is more precise in that sense, so I think the F-16 is better for this mission. If we want the S-rank, but we are not getting the S-rank, so... As long as we get the 2,000 points, that's okay.
Commence operation. Split into 2 groups and destroy targets. Inflict as much damage as possible to the complex and reduce their output.
We'll be seeing a welcoming party any minute now. Check 6 while fighting.
Clear to engage. Bandit confirmed at vector 050.
Omega 11 engage.
Oh, Omega 11, I love your voice. Please marry me.
Engage.
I see flames. Those interceptors are pesky.
Are they?
How many bandits in the air?
Locked on.
Oh, I'm not connecting.
He's at my 6.
Of course I am at tier 6. I wear the same plane you're using.
Heads up, enemy radar
And he's gone.
Locked on.
No, it's on your tail.
Mobius 1, Fox 2.
You lucky bastard. I'm here. Oh, that's a sharp turn.
Air, heads up. Locked on.
There. Okay, let's focus on the ground targets. The ground targets give you more points than the air targets in this mission.
Shots fired. I'm evading. Where are the reinforcements?
Enemy facility destroyed.
Another thing I never played Ace Combat 3 when it came out, and what
Enemy facility
really
destroyed.
drew me in was the dialogue on the radio, because the previous Ace Combat 1, 2, and 3, and I never played 3, didn't have as much story as this Ace Combat has.
Fox 2.
So
Enemy facility
for
destroyed.
me, Ace Combat 4 was something else. Ace Combat 4 was really fucking interesting just because it had more story than any other Ace Combat I have seen so far.
Fox 2. Enemy facility destroyed.
Engage and destroy all pop-up targets. Don't let your flying get sloppy.
Don't let your flying get sloppy. All my flying is sloppy. I don't have other type of flying.
Locked on. Release. Thanks for the save. Got his tail.
Enemy facility destroyed.
I've got his tail. He's mine. On the nose.
Enemy facility destroyed.
Running out of missiles really fast.
Fox 2.
Bless you.
Thanks for the save.
That is going to miss.
Losing their reserves would be a severe blow.
But I almost had it when it was stabilizing. There, those two are getting contact. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Can't listen to the stream now, but I come to say hi. Oh, hi.
Chopper 2. Fox 2. Fox 2.
Bless you.
That's a huge chimney.
That's a huge chimney.
I'll circle it out.
I wonder if Santa Claus is going to be able to get through there.
Fox 2.
Holy fuck! Are you guys? Did you catch a cold or something? This is missing way too much.
Radar lock.
Stop moving.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
Not you two AWACS! Oh my god, everyone is sick. What are we going to do now? Everyone is sick, there's nothing we can do. What a shame, what a shame.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
Bless you.
Enemy facility destroyed.
That joke will never get off for me.
Take out the fighters first.
No, I want to take the fucking ground targets first.
High. High.
Do not get high before going to work. Forget about the fighters for focus on the ground targets.
Attack.
Oh, we have the 2,000 points and 3 minutes to get the S rank, which we are not going to get with this plane.
Mobius 1, refining facility destroyed. Switch to attacking the remaining facilities.
Yeah. Ouch.
AA guns destroyed.
Well, there goes the 0% damage.
We're taking heat from below.
Come on, baby. Daddy needs a bullseye.
Please don't call yourself daddy at work.
Think you saw us? This is it. Copy that. He's coming this way.
Okay, as soon as I can, I have to do a short turn right to get the XAGM. With the XAGM, I can get as many ground targets as I can and get more points.
He's on your tail.
Because more points means more money means better play.
Negative.
Also, can you see the cockpit? No. The fully rendered cockpits didn't come until Ace Combat 6, I think. Return to base.
Mobius 1, perform landing check. You are cleared to land.
Oh my god, where did you take me?
2 miles to touchdown.
God, I'm like really to the left of the fucking landing place. Runway? Runway. Landing place.
1 mile to touchdown. You're on the money.
Am I, lady? Am I? I didn't crash the plane by a fucking hair. Because I saw it falling and I pulled up right before it fucking
Nicely
crashed.
done, Mobius 1. Go and prepare for your next sortie.
I just wanted to fucking refuel.
Mobius 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
Thank you.
Altitude restrictions cancelled. Return to your mission, Mobius 1.
Okay. 2 minutes to destroy as many targets as we can. We have the XAGM. The XAGM will help us destroy 12 targets, and then we just have to fly around and destroy some more. God, they all suck at Join. They are good at turning, but Join sucks.
Are the oil reserves being hit?
Enemy facility
Oh
destroyed.
my god, that took a lot of enemies on just one hit.
Squeeze off exhaust. How the heck did they build that?
It's just a fucking oil rig. It's not
Enemy vessels
a
sunk.
city on the water, dude.
Engage it.
Engage it. One of them missed. No, it didn't.
Enemy facility destroyed.
B-rank! Nice. Still have 1 minute to destroy some more enemies.
Bandit confirmed at vector 200. AA guns destroyed. Enemy facility
A
destroyed.
rank? I don't think I'm going to get the S rank. I have 44 seconds and I don't think I'm going to get it.
This is bad. We're surrounded.
Mobius 1, Fox 2.
Chopper is down.
Enemy facility destroyed.
Maybe if I destroy the control rooms. Control rooms are 60 points. And I think everything else on the oil rigs are 30 points or something.
Fox 2.
No, the towers are also 60 points.
Enemy facility destroyed.
The cranes are a bit less. I'm not getting the S rank. I'm not getting the S rank. Should probably not risk it. But if you don't risk it, you don't get the reward. Oh, right on the timer. Son of a bitch, right on the timer. I didn't get that last fucking target because I shot the missile before the timer was up, but it impacted after the timer was up. Oh look, it's the yellow squad. So there we go, I'm not facing them. Not with this plane. Do not engage on the target. I repeat, do not engage on the target.
So that's the yellow squad. Now I've seen them with my own eyes.
I cannot see them with my own eyes because they are like super far away, but I will take your word. I'm not going to engage them, but I'm not going to actively run away from them either. Because, oh, they are super far away, but I mean, we can wait and let them get kind of closer.
Separate from them.
They are fast, but that fast? It's closing in fast. Yeah, I should probably start gaining some speed because these fuckers are getting really close real fast.
How many did we lose to them?
But it's 150 points. Does that mean that I can destroy them?
All aircraft, disengage and retrofit.
Disengage? Seriously?
Avoid engagements with the enemy. All aircraft, exit from the combat area.
What if I want to engage? With a plane that is obviously not on the same front.
All aircraft, disengage and retrofit.
I shouldn't be able to kill them with this plane. Should not. Emphasis on should.
All aircraft, head south immediately.
Trying to... Do not engage. I don't think you can shoot them down.
Terminate all engagements and withdraw
Yep.
from combat.
That is the final. That is the final warning. If you keep trying to engage with them, they make you fail the mission. So running away it is. Turn. God, they are really onto me with this, huh? That fucking bastard is really laying it on me. But yeah, the Mobius 1 turn south and stop engaging the enemy is the final warning. If you are not able to destroy one of them before that happens, the mission is failed. So you can kinda... I remember being able to shoot at least one of them down.
RTB.
But not, it wasn't with this
The
plane.
enemy lost 5 million barrels of reserves and the ability to process 250,000 barrels of crude oil daily. The Ager fleet is effectively immobilized and no longer a threat. Unfortunately, our losses were high as well. We now rely on your skills more than ever to compensate for our losses.
I love this. This is one of my favorite things in the game. Being able to see the mission on the debriefing is really fucking great. A rank? Nice.
A freeway under construction in a wheat field outside of town. When they started construction, I remember how the mayor bragged about it. even though it would completely bypass our town. The freeway became the occupation force's makeshift runway, and the unfinished tunnels their bunkers. This was their base. They were the elite flight squadron chosen to protect the cannon. Ironically, the same cannon that was created to shoot down the asteroids became a catalyst to the war. But when the Allied attacks no longer came, the squadron was assigned long-range missions that took them to distant battlefields.
Okay. I was going to say that's done.
I thought of the words I would use to confront him and bided my time. Although I harbored these feelings within me, I could never get close to him. His wingman was always by his side. Despite having a gentle demeanor, I could tell that the wingman would never allow danger to get near Yellow 13, even on land. The pillar of their group, 13 exuded an air of invincibility. He always chose to fly a 5-plane formation. He was a man who prided himself not on his kill record, but on his record of never losing a squadron member.
You're lucky I didn't
It's
take
difficult for me
one
to
of your
describe
planes
just
down
how
because
good
this
Yellow
cutscene would
13's
be
flying
way
was.
different.
But I witnessed it once from the ground.
It wouldn't. The cutscene doesn't change.
The lead plane with the 5-plane formation.
But it
should
would
have
be
turned
alive.
the same arc with the same timing
Oh, I
as the
never
others.
lost a squad member.
Yet only his plane
Didn't
drew
you?
sharp contrails. His heart felt compassion towards the weaker enemies he downed. Someday, if an equal appeared and challenged the limits of his skills in a fight, he would bear no resentment about being shot down. He said this himself. And so as time passed, I found the goodness of a home in their company. Leaving them was no longer an option for me now.
That's all I'm going to do today. Thank you for being here, Nea. Thank you for the host, Yuse. But I've been playing for an hour and I've been streaming for an hour and a half almost, so I'm going to stop this one here. That's it. I will see you on the next stream video or whatever I do. So until then.